Hi, dear students, welcome to our electromagnetic theory course. In today's class, we will discuss about line integral, surface integral and volume integral concepts. Of course, in your mathematics course, you might be studied about a line integral of a function like this, that is integral f dl, a function f dl, and surface integral of a function like this, that is integral f ds, or else volume integral of a function dv. Of course, line integral means single integral, ds means, that is surface integral means double integral, volume integral means triple integral. In today's class, we will extend this integration concept to our vector quantities. Let us consider a vector quantity like this, that is, here the line integral of a vector quantity a can be written like this, that is integral a dot dl, and surface integral of a vector quantity can be written like this. Okay, that means here line integral can be represented like this and surface integral of a vector can be represented like this. What this line integral of a represents? It represents integral of tangential component of vector a along a curve L. Let us consider a curve like this. It is extended from a to b like this, okay, of length L, or else curve is represented by L or C. We can take L or C. And here let us consider the length is, total length is L, and I am taking a differential length dl. Okay, if I integrate over the length of the curve, I will get a line integral like this. What about this dl? A small differential length. That means we can split this total length as equal parts of length dl. In that case, if you integrate this vector quantity like this, you will get what? Integration of a along a curve L, that is represented as like this. Okay. Now, if this length may be open line, means if this line may be open one like this, or else it may be closed one. Like this. Let us take one point here, C. Okay. Then in this case you have a closed curve like this. Okay. The path of integration is like this, that is a to b and b to c, next c to a. Okay. In that case, we can write the closed line integral of a around a closed path like this, that is, let us take L, we can write like this. What it represents? It is nothing but it represents circulation of vector A, along a closed path, L. Here what is the closed path? This one, that is started at A, okay, moving in this direction, and we are terminating at this point. It is a closed path. In that case, we have a closed line integral of vector A like this. Of course, this differential length or differential displacement is also a vector quantity. This is also a vector quantity. Here also a vector quantity, differential surface area. Next, for the closed surface like this, if a vector is continuous, if a vector A is defined, and if this vector is continuous in this region, the closed surface integral of that vector can be written as like this, that is integral a bar dot ds bar. Okay, here let us take a small differential length like this, that is ds, means this entire surface area is divided as what, like this, that is equal parts of ds, and here this can be written like this, that is integral a bar dot ds can be written as what, that is nothing but a bar dot product of this, that is a bar into ds cos theta. Of course, here you have to take what, mod a bar. Here also same thing, this can be written as what, or else this can be, okay, here this can be written like this, that is integral a d l cos theta. Here you need to take what, mod of dl cos theta. What it indicates? Basically this one indicates a flux, net flux from a given vector, not net flux from given vector, flux of a vector from the closed surface, yes. Okay. Of course, this closed line can define the open surface like this. That means closed line defines what, open surface, and closed surface defines volume. Okay. In this case, it is what, here this represents what, flux of a vector from the given surface, where this one represents what, a total flux of a vector from the given surface. Yes, it is flux, and this one is what, total flux. Okay, you may got doubt here. Okay, let us take, instead of vector A, let us take d bar, that is flux density. In the very first class I said about this d bar. D bar is nothing but what, flux density. Let us say here this d bar is replaced with what, d bar d dot ds. I am writing this one. Okay, d bar dot ds equal to what, as it is flux density means what, flux per unit area. The unit of flux is what, coulombs per meter square. Okay, here this is meter square, differential surface area means it is also meter square, this one cancelled out, it is what, flux per unit surface area means it is equivalent to what, flux. So that's why we can say like this. That means the surface integral of any vector gives what, flux of that vector from the given surface like this. Okay, of course, here you need to define what, a unit vector like this, that is an, where this unit vector is always normal to the given differential surface area at any point. Okay, now what I said, this closed line defines what, open surface, and closed surface integral defines what, volume integral like this, that is rho v dv. Of course, what I said here, coulombs per meter square into meter square, this one cancelled out. Finally, you got what, that is coulombs, means it is nothing but flux. It is equivalent to what, this one, where rho v is charge density, I am writing here, please listen carefully. Here rho v is what, charge density. Charge density means what, actually it is volume charge density. I am writing both equations at this place. The equation 1, that is what, it is nothing but what, here we have one equation, what is that, that is integral d dot ds equal to what, psi, it is nothing but what, coulombs, it is flux. Okay, And another one is what? Another one is what? Integral rho v dv. Integral rho v dv. What I said, it is volume charge density. It is volume charge density, because here I have volume charge density. Rho v represents, rho means charge density, rho v means, v stands for volume charge density. Volume charge density means charge per unit volume. Volume charge density means what? Charge per unit volume. Charge per unit volume. Charge per unit volume. Here the unit of charge is what? Write down the units here. Coulombs per meter cube. The unit of charge is coulombs. Volume units are meter cube. And here again dV. dV means what? That is differential volume. The units of volume is meter cube. This one cancel out. Gives what? Coulombs. It is nothing but what? Volume integral of charge density gives the volume charge, that is nothing but Q. The unit of charge is coulombs. The unit of flux is also coulombs. Here we can say that what? We can say that what? Flux equal to charge. That means total flux. What I said, it is closed surface integral. I consider what? I consider what? That is closed surface integral of vector A. Instead of vector A, I consider this D. That gives what? Total flux of this vector from given surface. Okay? Is equal to like that. That gives what? One of the important concept or law in our electromagnetic theory, that is nothing but what? Psi t equal to Q enclosed. If you see this one, what it says? Psi means flux, T means total. Total flux through a closed surface. Total flux through a closed surface is equal to charge enclosed by the volume. Okay, charge enclosed by the volume. Means here total flux through its closed surface is equal to the charge enclosed by the volume. Remember one thing, if there exists a closed line, there is a possibility of what? Open surface. There is a possibility of what? Open surface. If there exists a closed surface, it defines what? A open volume. Means what? There is a relationship between this closed line and open surface, and there is a relationship between closed surface and open volume. What I said, if there exists a closed line, there is a possibility of open surface. Means, let us say it is a line, that is open line. Okay? If it is closed, means like this. In this case, it becomes what? It is a open line. If you take closed line like this, here there is a possibility of closed surface. And if you have a surface like this, okay, it is open surface, let us say. If it is closed one, in that case we will get what? A open volume. It is what? Line. It is what? Surface. It is what? A closed surface. Closed surface. Of course, it is open surface. Open surface. This open surface defined by what? Closed line or closed lines, and closed surface defines what? Open volume. Therefore, there exists a relationship between closed line and open surface integral, closed surface integral and volume integral. That relation is given by two important theorems in our electromagnetic theory. The two important theorems are nothing but, one is Gauss theorem, or else it is a divergence theorem, and another one is Stokes theorem. These theorems are used to convert line integral into surface integral, and closed line integral into surface integral, and closed surface integral into volume integral. What I said, if there exists a closed line, that closed line defines what? Open surface. Let us consider like this, that is closed line integral of a vector A equal to what? Surface integral, or else open surface integral of curl of this vector quantity. Okay, I said there are two important theorems in our electromagnetic theory. One of the theorem is Stokes theorem. This Stokes theorem is used to convert closed line integral into surface integral. Closed line integral into surface integral. The statement of this Stokes theorem is nothing but what? The line integral of A around a closed path is equal to the surface integral of curl of that vector quantity. Okay, it is the statement of what? Stokes theorem. This Stokes theorem is used to derive two Maxwell's equations. They are nothing but one of the Maxwell equation is, that is, here what you have, if you apply Stokes theorem, you got what? Curl of A. So here curl of E equal to what? Minus dou B by dou T. It is one of the Maxwell's equation. And another one is what? That is del cross H bar equal to what? Sigma E plus epsilon dou E by dou T. Okay. Curl is applied on what? In case of the Maxwell's equations, it is electric field intensity and a magnetic field intensity. Remember this. Okay. If you want to remember Maxwell's equation, remember like this. Curl can be applied on what? Basically, intensity parameters of electromagnetic components. What are they? That is electric field intensity and magnetic field intensity. Okay, this is about the Stokes theorem, and we have another theorem, that is the divergence theorem. What is this divergence theorem? Basically, divergence theorem is used to convert the closed surface integral into volume integral. What I said, if there exists a closed line that defines a surface like this. Okay, closed line integral defines what? Surface integral. Similarly, this closed surface of a vector, that means closed surface integral of vector A equal to what? Volume integral of divergence of that vector quantity, like this. That means what? In sentence form we can say divergence theorem like this. The closed surface integral of vector A is equal to what? Is equal to volume integral of divergence of that vector quantity. This divergence theorem is used to derive remaining Maxwell's equations. That remaining Maxwell's equations are nothing but, we will get like this, that is del dot D is equal to rho V, and another one is del dot B equal to 0. Let us say it is third one, it is fourth one, already we have first and second. So these are the four Maxwell's equations. By using this Stokes theorem, we can derive these two Maxwell's equations, and by using divergence theorem, here what I have? Divergence. Del dot D equal to rho V, del dot B equal to 0. Divergence theorem is also called as simply Gauss theorem or else Gauss divergence theorem. Okay. Here you can observe that del cross here curl of E, curl of H, and here you have what? Divergence of vector A, and here this one. Basically this one indicates what? Net outward flux of a vector A from the closed surface. Okay, this is what? Psi t. Of course, it is equivalent to, generally here you can write, apply this condition to the this third equation, you will get what? That is integral, sorry, okay, here you have what? I can write this one, that is integral d dot ds. So it is what? Flux density, total flux density. On this side you will get like this. It is equal to what? I have that d, okay, on right hand side, I need to go for what? This rho v dv, volume integral. In order to equate the del dot d equal to rho v, I need to write like this only. Apply Gauss divergence theorem, you will get what? This closed surface integral becomes what? Del dot d dv integral rho v and dv. No need to worry about these equations. Okay, we will discuss these equations, that means these Maxwell's equations, in the upcoming chapters. Okay, of course we have a concept called Gauss law. Okay, from that Gauss law we can derive these Maxwell's equations. Gauss law states what? Already I explained, psi t equal to q n closed. By using this you will get this equation. These three equations are derived from it is Gauss law for magnetism, it is derived from Gauss law for magnetism, it is derived from Faraday's law, it is derived from Ampere's circuital law. Okay, now we will verify whether this theorem is correct or not. Let us consider one problem. Let us say a vector A is given as 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 A equal to x square y ax, x square y ax, and plus 2xy square ay. Let us consider like this. Find the circulation of A. Find circulation of A. Find circulation of A. Find circulation of A. Find circulation of A around closed path. Around closed path. Around closed path. Around closed path. As shown in below figure. As shown in below figure. And also verify Stokes theorem. And also verify Stokes theorem. That is S theorem or else Stokes theorem. Okay. What they are asking? Circulation of A. Circulation of A. We consider like this, that is integral A dot dl, that is closed line integral, defines what? Open surface integral, and closed surface integral defines what? Integral A dot ds. This indicates what? Circulation of A around the closed path, and this indicates what? Net outward flux or else net outward flow of the charge. Okay. Here they are asking about circulation of A, means you need to find what? This integral A dot dl. Of course, they provided a closed path as shown in below figure. That path is given like this. That path is given like this. We have x axis and here y axis, and the closed path is like this. It is O, this point is A, and this point is B, and this point is C. Closed path means what? We need to start at this point, and ending point should be this point only. Starting and ending points are same, like this. It is the circulation. Okay, this is the closed path. You need to find the circulation of A around this closed path. Around this closed path. We can write circulation of A like this, that is integral A dot dl around closed path. Let us say L. Okay, closed path is L. What is the closed path in this case? O, A, B, C, A, and they provided these coordinates like this. It is origin 0, 0, and this one is what? On x axis means y is 0. Here what you have? It is 1 means here this is given as 0, 1, 0, 1. On y axis x is 0. It is what? Then 1, 1. Okay. Now we can write this one as what? Closed path. What is the closed path? OA, BCO, A dot dl. circulation of A. Basically these are vectors. Okay, we can write closed line integrals as sum of the open line integrals, means O to A to B, B to C, C to O. That means I can split this closed path OA, B, C, O as like this. That is integral OA A dot dl plus along OA like this, along B, along after that AB. So that is AB. We can write what? A dot dl, and along BC, after that, after AB, we need to move in this direction, that is BC, A bar dot dl bar. And after this, after BC, we need to go in this direction, that is what? CO A bar dot dl bar. Okay, this is what? A circulation of A, or else the closed line integral of A is sum of the open line integrals, open line integrals of A. We need to find what? This A bar dot dl bar along OA, along AB, along BC, along CO. Now let us consider along, I am taking like this, I am splitting this one as 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Let us consider first one along OA. Along OA means along x axis. Along x axis means x is varied from 0 to 1, whereas y is not varied, y is fixed. What about the y value? Along OA, y value is 0. Let us write first variable. What is the variable? X is varied. X is varied from where to where? 0 to 1. X is varied from where to where? 0 to 1. And y, what about y? Y is 0. Y is 0. Y is 0. And also write given A bar. What is A bar? A bar is what? X square y ax. X square y x. Given solution for the given question, and that is given data is what? Given data A bar is what? X square y ax plus 2x y square ay, and dl bar is what? In Cartesian coordinate system, dl bar, that is differential displacement, already we discussed that. Okay, differential element along x direction, differential element along y direction, differential element along z direction. If you consider sum of all these three, you will get the differential displacement. Okay, here of course we have what? 2D, that is along x, along y. Along x it is what? Dx ax. Along y it is dy ay. In order to find this integration, we require what? A bar dot dl bar, A bar dot dl bar, A bar dot dl bar, A bar dot dl bar. Here you have A bar and it is dl bar, but you need to find A bar dot dl bar for the like this, that is along OA, along AB. Along OA, what are the conditions? X is varied from 0 to 1, x is variable, and what about y is 0. What you required? Okay, if y is 0, here in this case dl bar is what? Dy na. If y is 0, then what about dy? It implies, I am writing like this, if y is 0, dy is what? 0. Now substitute this, x equal to 0 to 1 means it is variable, and y is 0, dy is 0 in this A bar and dl bar. You will get what? A bar as what? A bar is nothing but what? As y is 0, this part is 0, this part is 0, means A bar is 0. And what about the dl bar? Dl bar, as x is variable, it can be taken as dx ax. And what about dy? Dy is 0. And you can take that A bar dot dl bar equal to what? 0. It implies what? Along OA, integral A bar dot dl bar along OA equal to what? 0. Why 0? A bar dot dl bar is 0 along OA. This is the condition. Next, go to second one, along AB. You need to find this A bar dot along AB. You need to find what? This A bar dot along AB, or else write like this, integral A bar dot dl bar along AB, along AB. Here also integral a bar dot dl bar, a bar dot dl bar along OA. This is first part, this is first part, second part like that, or else take this as equation 1. Let us say, okay, it is equation A, it is equation 1, and along AB, what about AB? AB means vertical direction, vertical direction means along y direction, y is variable, y is variable, y is varied from where to where? 0 to 1, y is varied from where to where? 0 to 1. And what about x? Vertical means x is constant. What about x? Here x is, here 1, here also 1, means x is 1, it implies what? dx is 0. The differentiation dx equal to 1 means it is constant, the differentiation of constant is 0. Okay. Now substitute this x equal to 1 and dx equal to 0 in a bar and a dl bar. What about a bar? If x equal to 1, a bar is what? It is purely, it is varied along y axis, means it is a function of y, and 1 square into y, that gives what? Y into ax, y into ax. Here 2 into 1 means that is 2y square, 2y square into ay. Now tell me, what about dl bar? What about dl bar? As it is variable along y axis, means it should be dx is 0, means dl bar is what? dy ay. Now what about a bar dot dl bar? What about a bar dot dl bar? A bar dot dl bar is nothing but what? Dot product of between same unit vector gives a non-zero value, and dot product between orthogonal unit vectors, that is ax dot ay gives 0, means the remaining quantity, that is a bar dot dl bar, is nothing but what? It gives what? 2y square. Ay dot ay is 1, 2y square. This is about a bar dot dl bar. You need to simplify what? That is integral a bar dot dl bar is equal to what? Along AB, along AB, of course it is 2y square into dy, 2y square into dy, integral 2y square into dy. What about y limits? What about y limits? Y limits are from, y is varied from 0 to 1. Now simplify this. Now simplify this. You will get what? I am writing here itself. Okay. Where I can write. Okay. I am moving to here. What about this? That is integral a bar dot dl bar along what? AB is nothing but what? Is nothing but this one. The differentiation is 2 into the differentiation of, not differentiation, sorry, it is not differentiation, it is integration. Integral y square is nothing but what? Y cube by 3. Limits are from where to where? 0 to 1. Here you will get what? It is nothing but 2 by 3. It is 2 by 3. Let us say it is what? Equation number 2. We need to what? We need to find remaining 2, that is along BC, along CO. Along BC, integral a bar dot dl bar along BC. Now let us write the variables and constants. Along BC means what? Along, that is parallel to x axis, parallel to x axis. Parallel to x axis means what? X is varied from where to where? Here x is variable, x is varied from 1 to 0. Here it is 1, here it is 1, x is 1, here it is 0. What about y? Y is constant, y equal to 1, that gives what? Dy as 0. Dy as 0. Now, what about a bar? What about a bar? A bar is nothing but what? You need to substitute y equal to 1, and y equal to 1 in this one. Y is 1 means what? That is x square ax, x square ax, a is this one na? Okay, y is 1 x square ax, and here again y is 1 means that is what? 2x ay, that is 2x ay. And what about dl bar? I am writing here itself dl bar. What is dl bar? dl bar means you need to go for this dy and dx. X is variable means there exists x like this, that is dx ax, because it is variable. And what about y? Y is 0. What about y? Y is 1, dy is 0. Y is 1, dy is 0. Now find what? That a bar dot dl bar. That a bar dot dl bar. What about that a bar dot dl bar? Here we have, you see it is along what? Along BC, that is integral BC, a bar dot dl bar. Integral BC along BC. What is the variable? X is varied from 1 to 0. X is varied from 1 to 0. And what about a bar dot dl bar? Okay, ax dot ax gives what? 1. Ay dot ax gives what? 0. So that's why here you will get what? Ax is this one, and ax component is x square here, and ax component is here, that is dx. Then you will get what? That is x square into dx. Okay. Now simplify this one, you will get what? Simplify this one, you will get what? That is x cube by 3. X cube by 3. Limits are from 1 to 0. That is what? Upper limit is 0 and lower limit is 1, means here you will get what? 0 minus 1 by 3, that gives what? Minus 1 by 3. It is what? BC integral a dot dl along a path BC. This is what? Equation number 3. And last one we require what? Along OA, AB, BC, and last one. What about that last one? That is along CO. Along CO, integral a bar dot dl bar along CO. CO means direction is what? Like this. Okay, means vertical direction. Vertical direction means what? Horizontal direction means x is variable. Vertical direction means what? Clearly it is y is variable. Y is varied from where to where? 1 to 0. Y is varied from 1 to 0. And what about x? What about x? Here x is what? 0. Here x is 0, here also 0. That is x is 0. Then you will get what? It implies if x is 0, dx is 0. Dx is 0. Therefore, a bar dot dl bar. First write a bar. What is a bar? In order to get a bar, substitute x equal to 0 in the expression of a. What is a? What is a? The given a is what? Is given as what? A bar is given as what? X square by ax. X square by ax plus 2xy square ay. Is it a? X square by ax plus 2xy square ay. Now simplify this one. A bar. A bar means you need to substitute x as 0. Here you have x, here also x, that means a bar is 0. And what about dl bar? As it is 0, a bar dot dl bar is 0. Okay. Now dl bar is what? As y is 0, we got what? Okay, y is variable, we got dy ay, and dx as what? That is 0. Okay, dx ax plus dy ay. Therefore, integral a bar dot dl bar, here it is 0. 0 into something, this one gives what? 0. It is along what? Along what? Along CO. This is fourth one. By adding all this, or else by substituting that 1, 2, 3, 4 in this one, you will get what? Therefore, this equation only now you require, that is closed line integral of A along path L like that. That is what? OABCO. OABCO, this one. What about this one? First one? First one gives what? 0. And what about second one? Second equation means this one plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3. And what about third one? What about third one? Third one is nothing but what? This one, that is what? Plus minus 1 by 3. And last one is 0. That is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 gives what? That is 1 by 3. Therefore, the answer is what? The circulation of A around a closed path, or else therefore we can write like this, that is integral A dot dl around the closed path. That means the circulation of A around closed path L is equal to what? We got what? 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 equal to what? 1 by 3. Okay, this is the required answer. Okay, this is all about the circulation of a vector A if a closed path provided like this. In order to solve a problem like this, we need to consider what? A closed path. We need to construct a closed path like this, or else in the question itself they mentioned like this. Okay, that is O A B C O, along OA, along AB, along BC, along CO. Suppose if I consider along OA means along x-axis or parallel to x-axis, means what? X is variable, y is constant. Here you can clearly observe that x is varied from 0 to 1, whereas this y is 0. Similarly, along, that means vertical direction or else parallel to y, means y is variable, y is varied from where to where? 0 to 1, whereas x is constant. And we can write given vector. Okay, A is the given vector. Of course, in the question itself we have A. And what about dl? For the 3-dimensional case, we can write like this, that is dx ax plus dy ay plus dz az. As it is 2-dimensional case, we can take up to this one only, that is dx ax plus dy ay. Okay, whereas dz, there is no information about that z. That is simply it is xy plane, means z equal to 0 plane. Okay, this is all about the circulation of a vector A. Now we will solve. Okay, we can verify this one by using Stokes theorem. Okay, this is all about calculation of the circulation of a vector A by using, okay, by splitting closed line integral as open line integrals like this. Of course, this circulation of vector A can be found by applying Stokes theorem, where what about the Stokes theorem? Stokes theorem states that the closed line integral of A, the closed line integral of A around a closed path is equal to what? A is given like this, that is integral A bar dot dl bar. What is the statement of Stokes theorem? Stokes theorem is used to convert, remember like this, Stokes theorem is used to convert line integral into surface integral. Line integral becomes surface integral, and this integrand becomes what? Curl of this integrand. That means curl of that vector. Here vector A becomes what? Curl of that vector. Okay, this is about the Stokes theorem. In order to find this one, what you require? This del cross A. Can you find del cross A? Del cross A bar is nothing but what? Is nothing but what? It is Ax, and it is what? Ay, and it is what? Az. It is nothing but what? Dou by dou x. It is dou by dou y, dou by dou z. It is about del components, that is dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou z. It is in Cartesian coordinate system only. Vector is given in Cartesian coordinate system only. Now, what about A bar? Let us take Ax component, Ay component, Az component. Okay, if you go to the notation, you have to write like this, that is plus, here minus, plus, but we can expand this one without focusing on these signs like this. Already I told about this one. Okay, we can expand in case of the Cartesian coordinate system like this. First write the unit vector Ax, after Ax write the differential elements. Okay, for this case we got like this now, that is dou by dou y of Az, dou by dou z of Az. Okay, without seeing this, without seeing here, we can write like this. After x, write like this, dou by dou y. After y, write dou by dou z. We require the vector components A. Okay, here for the y, write this z here, that means z component of A, that is A z. And for this one, here y, write here ay. Okay, please remember here I didn't follow this notation, that is plus minus plus, removing row and column. Suppose if I go for this one, I need to remove this column and row and take the cross multiplication like this. Okay na? But I am taking like this without observing these things. I can write directly like this. I am writing again here ax. After ax, what I said, dou by dou y. After y, dou by dou z. Write y component of a here and z component of a is here. Similarly, go for what, ay. After y, write dou by dou z, and after z, dou by dou x. Like this. Notation is what? x2y, after x y, after z again x, like this. After x, y, z, ay. Okay, for this z, write x component of a, and here it is z, write down like this. Okay, it is that much of easy. And last one, what is that? Plus az. Okay, after z, what I told, after z I need to go for x, that is dou by dou x. After x, we can write what? Dou by dou y. And what about components? Okay, it is y, write down here ay. As it is x, write down ax. Crossing. Okay, suppose if you go for this one, that means expansion of this determinant, means if you follow this one, that is here you got what? Minus ay. Okay, suppose let us say it is plus, that's why here I have plus, here plus. You may have doubt here, it should be negative if you focus on like this. Suppose if it is negative, what about that one? Let us see. Here what you have? Ax, ay, az, and it is dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and last one is what? Ax, ay, az. What you require? This one. Here what I said? Minus. Okay, you need to eliminate this column and this row. Remaining part is what? Dou by dou x, dou by dou x. Okay, dou by dou x into az minus and dou by dou x az, that is dou by dou z into ax. If I multiply this one with the minus sign, this becomes what? It becomes minus and it becomes plus. Here it becomes plus. If it is okay, if you see this one, here I consider plus ay. Okay, what I got here? Plus dou ax by dou z minus, it is minus dou az by dou x. Okay, in case of Cartesian, without observing this, we can write like this. After x, y, z, after y, z. Okay, and components, cross components, and after y, z, after z, x, cross component. Here z, az, here x, ax. Clear? Now ax, let us write that components also. What about that components? I am writing here itself. It is ax, ay, az unit vector. It is dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. And what about this? Ax, ay, az. What about ax? Magnitude of a along x direction is nothing but what? X square y. And what about y? That is, it is 2x square, 2xy square. Actually, it is 2xy square ay, 2xy square ay, 2xy square ay means y component. What about az? Az is 0. Now by simplify this one, you will get the del cross A. Wherever you have az, that becomes what? 0, that is ax. Here I have z, that is 0. And what about ay? Ay is 2xy square, but it is partial differentiation with respect to z. There is no z component, means it is treated as constant. Differentiation of constant is 0 plus ay. And it is what? Ax, differentiation with respect to z. What about x component? X square y, but here partial differentiation with respect to z, means it is 0. And az, what about the az? 0. And last one, that is az. What about az? plus into az into dou ay by dou x. Ay is this one with respect to partial differentiation with respect to x, means that gives what? 2y square, 2y square, and minus x component dou ax is x square y, then you will get what here? The partial differentiation with respect to y, x square is constant, differentiation of y with respect to y gives what? 1. So that's why 2y square minus x square. Okay, this is all about what? Del cross A bar. Or else there is a simple technique to find this del cross A for the given data. What is the plane? XY plane. Okay, what about the surface area? Surface area is in this plane only. This plane is normal to what? Z. Differential surface area or surface area normal to this xy plane. Normal to xy plane means what? It should be along Z. It should be along Z. Already we discussed differential surface area along x is nothing but what? Okay, differential surface area normal to x, not along x. Except x, you need to multiply remaining 2, that is dy dz into ax. Here this surface area is normal to az, so that's why like this. Az is what? A unit vector normal to the xy plane. Ax is what? A unit vector normal to the yz plane. Okay, that means if the plane is xy, you will get what? Az. Okay, it is one of the tip. If you solve a problem, if you want to solve a problem or if you want to verify your answer, you need to get what? If it is xy plane, here you will get unit vector as az. If it is that, if that plane is yz plane, here you will get what? Ax. If plane is zx plane, here you will get what? Ay. Clear? Because it should be perpendicular to both del and a. Okay? This del cross A is perpendicular to what? A and del. A is in the xy plane, it is along x, y. Z is perpendicular to this ax, ay. Clear na? Now simplify this. What you require? This is just del cross A. What you require? Integral a bar dot dl is nothing but what? Now it is del cross A. What is del cross A value? You got, that is 2y square minus x square integral dot ds. What is ds? Just now I said differential surface area normal to this one, normal to that plane, means into dot differential surface area normal to that plane along x dx dy, and surface area normal to xy plane means what? It should be unit vector should be az dot az1. Now simplify this, you will get what? Of course, it is surface integral means double integral. Of course, x is varied from 0 to 1, y is also varied from 0 to 1, x is also varied from 0 to 1. This extreme one, that is y limits and x limits. Az dot az is 1. Now integrate with respect to y. That gives what? Now I am performing integration with respect to y, means integration I have, okay, integration remaining is what? Remaining integration is what? X equal to 0 to 1, integral x equal to 0 to 1. Integration of 2y square with respect to y gives what? 2y cube by 3, and integration of x square with respect to x, with respect to y, sorry, with respect to y, x square into integral dy gives what? Y. Limits are from 0 to 1, and we have integration with respect to dx, remaining integration. Now simplify this one. Answer is, actually in the previous case we got answer as what? Integral a dot dl equal to 1 by 3. This is the required answer we have to get. Now I am writing this one here itself. What about this one? That is integral x equal to 0 to 1. Substitute the limits. Upper limit is 1, lower limit is 0. And what about this? We performed integration with respect to y, means we need to substitute y as 1. Okay, wherever you have y, you need to substitute 1. That is 2 by 3. First one is 2 by 3, and next one is what? Minus x square into dx. X limits are from 0 to 1. And what about this? This is nothing but integral a dot dl, that equal to what? This one only, no? Now finally you got, that is 2 by 3 x minus x cube by 3. Limits are from where to where? 0 to 1. So that is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 only. 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 equal to 1 by 3. Finally you got what? That is integral a dot dl, which is nothing but equal to what? We can write this as what? Closed line integral of a can be written as what? Del cross a dot ds. If you simplify this one, we will get what? 1 by 3. We got, of course we got, okay? That is 1 by 3. This is all about the calculation of circulation of a given vector field. We can find by using what? We can write closed line integral as what? Sum of the open line integrals, or else we can apply what? Stokes theorem. What is Stokes theorem? This is the Stokes theorem. Okay? From this I got 1 by 3, or else if I split this one, this closed line integral into open integrals, I got same answer, that is 1 by 3. This is all about the Stokes theorem. In next class we will solve, if possible we will solve a problem on divergence theorem. Okay? Thank you.